on, guys? So one of the questions we got was, how do I enhance my first step quickness, my first step explosiveness, okay? And there's a lot of things and variables that go into that, but for certain, when we speak about first step quickness, it's very reactive, all right? It's highly involved with the central nervous system, okay? How much force can we produce and how quick we can produce in a desired direction or trajectory, okay? How much force can we put into the ground in the desired direction, okay? So in infield play, in which we start with our pre-pitch hop and we settle into a nice universal athletic position, okay? Now we have a ball that's coming in the front of us. So straight up ground ball, we'll say, and we need to, as fast as we can, accelerate and close ground. Well, how do we do that, okay? And naturally, if you just watch with your athletes and you put them on the line and see how they move with their first step, you'll be surprised to find out how many, naturally without coaching it, are going to use a false step type pattern, okay? And why we do that, when we have to project force horizontally and accelerate, we need to reposition our lower half into accelerative angles, okay? So when we go into a false step, right, my backside is now ready to drive down and back, as my front side, right, we're getting our mass over our pelvis to go push down and back into the desired direction where the ball's hit. A lot of coaches will teach not to have a false step or just make sure we gain ground. But if we look at from this position, and if we're driving through the balls of our feet, we don't have much horizontal acceleration. Our angles are not conducive to that. So when we get here and we go to do a positive step, our shin angle, if you see here, is faced up to the ground, okay? It's faced up to the sky. Now, what it's telling my body, my brain's telling my body now, I'm in a position to jump straight up, okay? Or my next step, I'm gonna rise, okay? And that's why we see a lot of infielders play so high, all right? And then they have to change eye levels drastically to come down into the intersection of the ground ball, okay? So if we're watching athletes and we're trying to work on our first step and how we can put as much force into the ground to project horizontally, then we're gonna naturally see a false step, okay? Because now my shin angles are in accelerative patterns and I can push my center of mass forward.